Hello my friends, and welcome back to Cities Skylines 2, and welcome back to the greatest city with hexagonal roads in Cities Skylines 2. It's Hexagon City. Greatest? Only? Probably not only. Almost definitely the greatest. My mods didn't load. Ah, what a life. Hang on. Alright, let's see what happens with take 2 here. Welcome back to Cities Skylines 2, the best Hexagon City. It's Hexagon City. So I have access to my road tools. I don't know why I needed them. I don't know if I use those roads in this city. The issue, though, is that if I do load the city without the mods loaded, then a bunch of stuff is broken. And that's bad. Like any of the existing modded roads that we do have, if the mod's not there, it just breaks. But anyway, I'm going to leave all that issue at the start there in, just because I'm sure there's some of you that are watching this that have the same problems with this game, and sometimes it's just nice to see that somebody else is having the same issues and it's not just you. So don't worry if you're experiencing mods not loading sometimes, just randomly. It's not just you. It is, in fact, the game. But that's okay. We'll put this here. I don't know why I've immediately gone for road building right at the start. I always feel like this is just what you do in Hexagon City. You just build roads. That's kind of the whole idea here. Is the more hexagons you make, the more of a hexagon city it is. And therefore, the less hexagons you make, the less of a hexagon city it is. This traffic light probably doesn't need to be here. We also don't need to be playing the game so slowly. There we go. That'll clear up that little off-ramp, although I don't know where it's even coming from. Oh, all the way over here? Okay, that's fine. It's not really... Yeah, it's flowing. What do we have to do about this? I think we've already... No, we haven't touched this actually, so it's all busted too. But if we put a split phase on there and let people turn on red, that'll get the traffic through quite a bit faster, I think. Yeah, I think that's alright. So what were we doing? I am pretty sure that there was something I said I would do in the next video that I haven't done. Was it put in parks? I don't think it was, but I am going to do that anyway, because it's clear that we need them. Almost makes me wonder if we should unlock the rest of the parks. Why not? Large sports parks, tourist attractions. Tourist attractions we can probably try and even get pretty close to the actual highway ramps that we have. For example, right here, why wouldn't we have a tourist attraction? There's an easy way for people to get in over here, so let's give them somewhere to go. And even better, as soon as they get in here, why don't we give them somewhere to park? Or even better, why don't we put that parking lot over here? There we go. That gives us something to do. And then probably a few more of these little parks. I never really know if I should put them over here in the industrial area or not. But maybe I just will, just to see if it... Like, there's space here. Look, it makes the road green. But that just is park coverage. And I don't know if park coverage matters to industrial structures. But if we have room... Sure, somewhere for you to go and do some sport after work. Why not? People that work out here probably like to do things too. Things outside. Why not? That's helped a little bit. Oh, what? Oh, there's something there. I can't see it though. That one's just this road being whiny. Honestly, I don't see a reason why I shouldn't be allowed to put this here. So I shall. Okay, so what's still going on down here is traffic, of course. Always oh, we were setting up the trams. That was another thing that we were doing. So we can set up maybe a green line. Uh-oh. My mouse isn't... Oh, that's because whenever you have those overlays up, things don't work quite the way you expect them to. Oh, we need more tram stops. Okay. Let's do that... Which side? The inside? Let's do it on the inside. There we go. I don't know if that's going to do anything good for us. I don't know if that's going to move any traffic around. It's all traffic within the city that seems to be the problem, though. Now, we do have buses. Where are those set up? I think they only run out of town. Yeah, I don't know how I would change that. You know what we could do? So we could have a sub... I can't unlock it right now, but I was thinking we could have a subway that starts in the center of the city and then just takes people to the outside, so that they don't have to use their cars. I don't think that's a far enough journey, though. So maybe it would also take them over to here and over here, just to have an alternative to using the roads. I think that makes sense. It makes sense in my head. Let me know in the comments if you think that makes sense. And while you're down there, go ahead and hit that thumbs up button, leave a like on this video. Because it does actually help out a whole lot, and I really do appreciate it. Thank you. I don't even know if we needed another elementary school here. I just kind of built it instinctively. We did need it, though. We also need another college. I think the only college is way over here somewhere. Oh, way over here, I think. Is that it? It might be that. What I was thinking is maybe we can get one over here. And I wouldn't mind having it close to somewhere that a road comes off. So here, perhaps? Let's turn off anarchy just in case we're doing something illegal. There. And these buildings are unhappy because they don't like how small their homes are. That's fine. There's plenty of other places that you can live around here. You don't have to live in these massive towers. There are options. Let us continue hexagoning as we do, as that is our purpose for being, our reason to exist. Oh jeez, I've bungled that up. Let's try that one more time. That corner looks strangely rounded. Okay, can't go that way. We'll go this way. Might not have enough room this way either. Actually, with plenty of room. What am I talking about? Not enough room there. Not until we buy that tile, which we could do. With plenty of availability. Don't know why I canceled that. It's coming along nicely. Do a few more roads. I'm impressed at how well we've managed to keep this grid going. One's not quite perfect, but hopefully we can fix it here. No, that's not going to fit. That's okay. Don't worry. And then this obviously won't either, will it? No. And then this is broken. We know that. We understand that. I'm going to buy these. Am I going to buy these tiles? No, we got plenty of room over here to be playing with. We'll buy more tiles when we run out of space. And why is that? I don't know. We'll see, this one's not great either. Those angles are adding up to 119 and 119. Instead of being beautiful 120-degree angles. Now this one's fine. That one's beautiful. We can make the misaligned angles work. It's just annoying because it can have a ripple effect where 1 degree of things being off in one area can compound pretty quickly. And then you get things like, where was that? Where we had to not connect, yeah, where the roads can't be connected. Like here and here, because these two grids don't perfectly line up for some reason. And I don't want to tear the whole thing up to go and fix it. So we just deal with it. We just leave a gap or we turn it into a mega hexagon. That does happen. But we know that we're not going to be perfect all the time. But if we can try to make it look perfect, or at least cover up when we're not, that's all that matters. Why would you deselect that? I didn't even do that. Sometimes the tools just unselect. Don't know why. It might be because the game's auto-saving, but I definitely didn't push anything. Oh, this one looks odd. Maybe it's fine. Yeah, it looks like it's okay. We can get 2 120-degree angles out of that corner. I should probably connect those. Oh, there we go. That one actually lined up the way that we wanted it to, so we'll use it. There's something about drawing these roads that is just so relaxing. Even though it's a little bit stressful because you're trying to achieve a certain level of perfection. When it all comes together, it starts to flow. It just feels nice. Because the whole time you're worried that these angles aren't lining up. And so whenever you see that they do, it's a great sense of relief. Because otherwise the alternative is having to take it apart bit by bit until you find out where it fell apart. And sometimes it's hard to do because it's just the game. The fact that whenever that says 120 and 120, look, I can jiggle this a little bit left and right, and they still say 120 and 120. That might be obvious. There's a level of precision that we don't have access to. There is a decimal position that does not show. And if it showed, then we could be even more precise. If you could snap to the whole number and not allow it to move between those hidden decimal values, that would also be something great. That would be a mod that I would love. Now see, now we've got one of these angles that comes out to 119 degrees, which means both of the roads are approaching slightly off. Luckily it's so close to that highway that I almost don't care. Like, we probably won't expand out here unless it's up and over or down and under and across to the other side. And I also know that the fact that I'm not flattening the terrain is contributing to probably some mild imperfections here. But honestly, if we go back to the part of the city where I was doing that, over here, it feels a little bland that everything is so flat, in my opinion. And we do have a little step down here. Yeah, there they are. And then over here, everything was flat. But look what I was doing. I just hate it. I hate that it's so flat. I guess it makes sense. We can say, okay, that's because there's some rock quarrying take place over here. That's fine. But over here, I don't think the city would spend that much money doing that on these tiny little hills. I think you just deal with it. It's cheaper. And so that's what we do. We deal with it. We accept the imperfections because there will be some. It's just part of the city planning process. Oh, those don't quite line up. We'll just make do. We'll bring it as close as we can. At least it comes together nicely. Alright, we have a lot of empty hexagons here to work with, and we have a lot of hollow hexagons that we could be filling in as well. Now, we don't have as much demand as I had hoped for some of the higher densities. We're about to hit 100,000 though. That's pretty crazy. We do need more people. Where's the traffic issue now? What's going on over here? What are you guys doing? Why are you doing this to me? Oh, this is one of those wacky angles, isn't it? One of those wacky intersections where things just didn't quite line up as we would like. You know what? Maybe I'll use advanced split phasing. Even though I don't know the difference. People can tell me what the difference is. I'll read it, and it won't sink in. Save your energy, and just accept the fact that it's something I will never understand. And it's not your fault, it's my fault. I know it. Don't worry. Everything's gonna be alright. Just let me be ignorant forever. I wonder if I should pull this land in a little bit and fix that up. Before I do that, do I want to put a road here, or do I just want to pull this whole thing up? I think I just want to pull the whole thing up. I think I'm going to make a bold decision here. Say goodbye to all those trees. Don't worry, they'll live forever underneath. Then we'll go right up against the highway. Don't worry, we'll put in a key. Those trees get to live underwater forever. Like how it takes a while for the water to realize what's happened. Like I have to stop terraforming. And then it reacts as jello. And then whenever I put these keys in, then it really jellifies. Oh, there's a little bit here that needs to be smoothed out, but otherwise we did pretty good. This would be terrifying. There's a barricade, but still, look how high up that is. And once again, that little hexagon coast looks good, I think. Now we could do some work over here and hexagonify this coast as well. Hexagonify? Sure. Let's go with hexagonify. I like that. That one's fun. And then we have to fix this too. What happened here? An accident. Why are there just cars everywhere? How has this happened? Look at all these people. How has this actually happened? How? What? How? What? This is just inexplicable. This car's on fire. Never mind, it's been reduced to ashes. It's gone. Yeah, let's do this. So what I'm going to do then is we're going to flatten this out. We're going to get rid of some of this weird terrain here. Because I'm going to put in hexagon... Yeah, I think I see what I'm doing here. Sure, we'll just do this for now, and if we need to move things around, we can move things around. Oh, immediately I can see this is not good enough. Excuse me? Alright, let's get started. This is a real heavy road building episode. Let me know in the comments if you prefer these. Or if you'd rather see more zoning, I guess would be the other thing that we could be doing instead. Why does it do that? This is supposed to be the leveling tool. It just freaks out a little bit whenever the camera starts freaking out. Also, it's raining in Hexagon City. There's flooding in Hexagon City. How frustrating is this? Also, our train line is absolutely busted. Is this a... There's a small water source there. We'll get rid of that. I'll tell you what. We're going to put in a little ditch here. There you go. Get that water in there. And then we're going to just... You know what? Maybe we pick it up a little bit. There you go. Flatten it back down. And now that flood has become a tiny puddle. I'll bet I can fix that. There we go. Good as new. Just bury it, put dirt on it until it goes away. Did you ever do that as a kid? Whenever you'd encounter a puddle, you just kick dirt into it and it turns into mud till the puddle disappears. It just becomes a mud puddle. As kids, we find entertainment in simple things. Or at least I did. Growing up, we didn't have a whole lot. And so if you found a puddle and that was your entertainment for the day, that was a good day. I actually already lined up. That's perfect. Maybe that's why I enjoy meticulously just sitting here, trying to line up angles now. You could just find small joys and small tasks. Who knows? I might want to go one more hexagon on this one. Yeah, let's do it. By the way, if anybody was curious about why my game isn't as crashy as it used to be, I went through a whole series of things to try and fix this. And at one point, the only thing that would work was underclocking my CPU. And that worked. But the issue was is that because my CPU would be underclocked, lots of other things would suffer. For some reason, if I tried to watch YouTube videos, the audio would completely desync from the video, and that's just annoying. So I figured something wrong with my CPU. I thought maybe it was not enough power. So I bought another power supply. Tried playing without underclocking. Same issue. Still crashed. I could get maybe 3 minutes in this game and it would crash. So I tried flashing the BIOS on my motherboard. Same problem. Still crashed. No fix. Finally, a thread showed up on Reddit. And a lot of people that have either the 13900 or the 14900 series CPUs were experiencing similar problems. But it wasn't the CPU. Apparently, Asus motherboards, and I think MSI might be another culprit, they set a lot of the voltages out of the box incorrectly, and somebody found a bunch of specifications in the, I think in the user manual for their Intel CPUs that says what all the voltages are supposed to be and things like that, and the defaults are just not the same number that Intel says they're supposed to be. And so going in and tweaking all those numbers, I don't know the details off the top of my head to be able to tell you exactly what they are, but if you're having this problem, hopefully this is enough information for you to know what to look for. Tweaking those numbers now means that I can run the game at full power of my CPU without having to underclock it. No more crashes. It is the most stable that I have been in a long time. And the most stable I've seen this game in a long time. And so life is good. But yeah, if you're having issues with crashing, and you have one of those CPUs, there might be a solution out there for you. Because I was getting close to just accepting the fact that maybe the game just doesn't work, or maybe my computer just doesn't work. But no, it's not really either. I mean, it was like my computer doesn't work, but it was fixable. And that always feels good, fixing a major problem. Yeah, just thought I'd share that because I've had a very crash-free experience today playing this, and it feels good. Feels great. And I connect this. Yes. Looks good. Feels great. I'm going to pull the land up against that now and put in my keys, and that's going to look awesome. Let's get right in there. I love the result of this terraforming. I love seeing when the water jellies and then the keys come in, then you zoom out and you just see the way that the land looks. It's such a cool result, I think. I think it gives Hexagon City a bit more futuristic charm in Cities Skylines too, in a way that I don't think you see in a lot of cities. Having this artificial coast, I think, is unique to a city like this. Look at that jello rushing in. You just wait, you'll have plenty of space to fill in here. Just wait, you're gonna go even crazier when I put in key walls. Man, look at that. Splashed up in excitement a little bit. That will dry out. I do see a little bit here that needs some work. We need to push that land in just a little bit more because it was sticking out. But I think... Oh, I missed one. I think that looks cool. Let's turn off that overlay, the UI. Yeah, that looks cool. Now if you're over here and you look across the river, you can see where that hexagon continues its hexagonal shape in the same style as this side. And it looks so totally artificial now, this little bay. And it'll look even more so once we get this side, I think, finished off a little bit more. In fact, once we get this whole little side of the river, lake, I don't know what this is. It connects to the ocean. It must be a river. Once we get this all hexagonified all around it, that's going to look so sick. And then I don't know how far out we can hexagonify this. I think to this tree line. So I think we can touch this. Let's turn back on the UI. Yeah, we can do this whole coast here. Right up to here. Eventually. And then we have a ton of land available to us for use as well. There's another lake over there for us to integrate as well. Let's take a look here. I might put in some farms and get rid of some of this housing. I don't know though. I might wait until we get over here and turn this into farms or turn this little lake into farms. I don't know that we really need farms right now. Oh, we've hit 100,000. Look at that. What a wonderful day. What a great day for our little city. Crematoriums are doing just fine. How are we doing for landfill? Garbage processing is not great. We could put in a recycling center. I think what I was going to do was turn this into industrial over here and on this side as well, wasn't I? Yeah, because the wind blows this way. Yeah, that was my plan. Okay, you know what? I'm going to make sure that I don't forget in the future. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to put a couple industrial buildings there so that future me, assuming that we don't fill this in today, when future me comes back to the city and sees this, he'll know what we were doing. Maybe. Future me might be a fool. I'm going to do this really quickly. Don't worry, I realize how awful this looks. It's not a forever road. It's just there for me to be able to understand where to continue the hexagon. I might leave it there. It does look awful. If I can make it safe, I might leave it here. No, removing unsafe does probably help. It does have lights. I wonder if we can make it fast and safe. Might get rid of this. I don't know. This is bad. Yeah, we're likely not going to leave it like this. Don't worry. I am going to leave it like this for a little bit though. And hopefully future me remembers that this is awful and to not leave it like this. But we'll see. That guy doesn't know a lot. Not very smart. This is what I'm thinking of doing. Oh yeah, why doesn't that go? Hang on. It's because I'm a fool. See, now that we've done that, I feel okay about getting rid of this. I'm not going to be able to connect that one, but I might be able to connect these two. No, not really, actually. I've done it wrong. Maybe not. I just don't know if this is going to work. No. See, that's awful. Bad attempt. I don't know how I made that work so nicely. Look at this. He's back to just building roads again. That's probably what they're saying out there in the world of the comments. Look at this guy building roads all day, every day. It's actually a funny comment. Leave that in the comments. Look at this guy building roads all day. Look at this guy building hexagons forever. I will say, though, it does feel like we've made progress. I'm actually going to put some more industry over here now. That almost immediately covers all of our industrial requirements pretty quickly. I might even put in some more offices, just the little ones. Have we unlocked everything of the little ones? We have. My issue is that if I start putting in big ones, it's more jobs than the city needs. Yeah, we don't have as many vacant positions as we usually do. I see a few structures over here complaining. They want more highly educated and well-educated workers. That's fine. That's something that just comes with time, although we don't have enough universities. So we've already built, what is that, the medical university? We could use a technical university. Wow, this is super laggy, by the way. Trying to place this university is mega lag. But we could potentially do it like here, or really, we could do it somewhere that we already have some hexagons set up. Let me see, if I just get rid of this, no, it doesn't like it. But if I get rid of these, the oil refinery is now available to us. And then I'll also just fill in this road a little bit more than normal. There we go. Just like that. And you know what? We've built it, we may as well make it cool. Alright, you know what? That feels like progress. That feels like good progress for the day. I'm happy with what's happened in Hexagon City. If you're happy with what's happened in Hexagon City, hit that thumbs up button, leave a like on this video. These guys are neutral. Leave a comment. Leave one of the comments that we discussed earlier. Why not? And of course, if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, turn on the bell for notifications. You know what? I am going to pay people $1 million to live here. Not each person, but like collectively $1.5 million every month to people to entice them to live here because they were complaining about the rent. My rent's too high, they say. How are you going to complain now? You're not. Alright, thank you so much for joining me and hanging out with me. I hope that the Hexagon is to your liking. I hope you think it's as cool as I do. I think it looks cool. Looks like a big old honeycomb just spreading out over this terrain. Completely assimilating it into the hexagonal shape with these little borders here. Yeah, I think it looks good. Alright, thank you for joining me, and I hope I see you back again sometime soon. Goodbye for now.